soon as he finds out that that guy got the message wrong, hey, I think I kind of messed up some of the words. Like I got the words wrong. What's the word? I translated it incorrectly. We're leaving. Like that's
Yeah. Wait a minute. Join us in hell? Oh, okay. Okay. No. Yeah. You got the keys? Let's.
and it makes me so happy. And listening to the commentary, Paul W. Sanderson and Jeremy Bolt do it. It's a really engaging commentary. And they just talked about how Paul Fishburne was just so happy to play the captain, like the no nonsense captain, but he's still cool. Like he's calling one of his crew members Baby Bear. He's not the captain that is like, I don't like you, Captain, because you're so stern.
Father figure.
Yeah,
he's a father.
He's like, I'm gonna get you, Baby Bear. He's not, you know when there's those captains that are just too captainy. Like he's not that, and I said that Fishburne never wanted to leave his chair. He loved his chair on set. Like he had his captain's chair.
Dude, there's a lot of standing around on set.
Yeah, and so
it seemed like the most impractical chair. The way it was dangling from the ceiling, I didn't get it.
Yeah, they hated it too. They built it wrong, and they also didn't like the hat that Jolie Richardson was wearing, which is funny. He's like during the commentary, he's like, yeah, we messed up with that hat, but he loved playing the captain. And listen, in Insidious, when they find out that their house is haunted, they move. And then they find out, oh, we can't escape it. So that's my favorite. He does not want to be there. He's not going to go down a corridor. He's getting out of there. They're out of their league. He's looking out for his crew. And I think, I love Paul W. Sanderson movies. I think we're leaving. That line.
There is something to be said about the brilliance and the technical skill that he brings to what would clearly be B movies 20, 30 years ago. Yeah. It's clearly, he just gets an insane budget to make B movies. And other than the crazy stuff that he did to Resident Evil, a lot of them are at least watchable.
Yeah, I dig him. And even AVP. Like, I like Sanaa Lathan a lot. And she's
it's watchable.
Yeah, she's cool. And she becomes a predator. And she becomes Honore Yautja, and I love the Predator fight in that movie. It's a smash 'em up, and
it's watchable.
And he never gets the biggest budgets, but yeah, I just love We're Leaving because we're leaving.
Brothers on film. Finally, finally, doing what we would.
It never gets old, and I just hate how underrated it is. And it's just weird. I don't know how you watch it and hate that movie. I don't know how you watch that, a $60 million movie built on Pinewood. On the Bond stage, they built the massive orb. I mean, it's big, it's practical. They borrow heavily from Alien.
The problem is it feels like there are chunks of it missing. You can tell.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's the problem.
Well, you know what happened? He had no time to film it. So they shot it. And then so this is bad. So, like, let's say you and I are doing a deal, Norbert, and like, I show you, like, the roughest cut imaginable first. Like, you're gonna hate it. And so they showed this intense, bloody, horrible film to test audiences, and the audiences reacted horribly, so they had to cut out a ton of it. And Anderson says it himself. He's like, I should have taken out a few of those scenes. Like, I shouldn't have shown that to a first test audience. Because it was a vision of hell. So
you can tell as you watch it. At least on the first viewing, you feel something is weird, but this is dark. But as you watch it over and over and over again, like why did that happen? Okay, why is everyone constantly separated? You know, what's going on? It was weird.
Yeah, and so they suffered from big studio cuts on it. Yeah, and he learned a lot from it. And then after that, he started producing all of his own movies. So after the experience on Event Horizon, he said, I'm going to produce. So now
I do love that.
Yeah. So now he has full control over his movies, and for better or worse, if you think, but he learned from that film, and he's like, I don't want my stuff cut out that much anymore. So that's my final one. So Norbert,
sweet.
You got your fifth?
Okay. So I did Xeno. I did The Creature from them. I did Brundlefly. I did Childs. Okay. My last one is going to be the Matthew McConaughey dude from Reign of Fire.
That's such a Mark pick.
Denton Van Zandt.
Yeah.
London isn't burning, it's burnt.
Oh, I love it. If that dragon hadn't have eaten him, he would still be floating in the air. That jump was that powerful.
Listen, to your credit, you crunched the numbers. You created the algo. That was history's greatest jump ever put on film. and that's my favorite part. The psycho laugh. And then like he knew it.
Yep.
He knew it. To Valhalla I go, okay? This guy comes in, chewing the cigar. You get the feeling in your brain, okay, they're in Britain. The dragons have burnt the earth to a crisp. And now we see an American? Yeah, he's crazy. We're just waiting for him to snap. The whole time. You're just waiting for him to snap.
I love that he out-testosterones Gerard Butler by 7,000 in that movie.
Everyone. He makes sure to get the Brad Pitt Fight Club just shredded look. Oh. And then just proceeds to beat holy fire out of Christian Bale. He just puts him on the get out of my way, Queen. This gravelly voice. How does McConaughey not have all the Oscars? All of them.
Yeah.
Because he's not always playing. He's not like Jeff Goldblum, where Jeff Goldblum has been playing Dr. Ian Malcolm for the last 40 years in everything. McConaughey is flipping it. He's smacking it, flipping it, rubbing it down.
The Beach Bum. Have you watched that movie, Beach Bum?
I've been meaning to catch that. He's awesome in that too, right?
Yeah, it's Harmony Korine. Like, that dude's nuts. And I love Spring Breakers. I love Spring Breakers. And it's just him and Key West being a lech, like very lecherous. He takes Killer Joe. He should have been nominated for an Oscar for that.
I saw that. Awesome. Yes. So when he jumps into the role as Denton Van Zandt, absolutely he's chewing up the screen. Absolutely, he's clearly insane, but he's got a plan, and he's not just trying to wipe out everyone that he works with, you know. He makes a great point. Yeah, you guys killed one dragon, you know, but we lost 3 of my men, and he's just like, you disgust me. Yeah. Denton Van Zandt, that's my last pick.
I'm going to toast that. I have some of his Long Branch whiskey in my cabinet. I'm going to toast that tonight, that pick. That's good. It's a good whiskey, actually, Long Branch. Wild Turkey.
I believe it.
That's perfect. It's such a Mark. You know what I love? As soon as you said that, Norbert, Adam goes, "That's a Mark pick," and that's a Mark pick.
I know it is.
Yeah. Oh, that makes me. Oh, I love.
From Asia, baby. Yep. Good love.
All right, Adam, your last pick. You're closing us out here.
Yeah, I mean, it's my 5th for a reason, so I don't have a long-winded thing, but I was thinking of just aliens because they're such a hallmark of sci-fi horror, and I was wondering about, you know, the ones that got to me the most, and, you know, it's not like ID4, it's not, you know, Mars Attacks, although those are kind of funny. The ones... Exactly.
Can I guess one that got to you?
Really good at Foley, like ADR work, Norbert, so you should
call me Jamal.
Can I guess?
Yeah.
Is it Fire in the Sky?
How did you know that?
Because that murdered me as a kid.
I used to draw those aliens from Communion in elementary school. I swear to God. Once I saw that ad, just with the black eyes and the giant heads, did that creep you out, Clement?
Yeah, I'm just amazed that Mark guessed it. Yeah, so Fire in the Sky, and less to do with the aliens, I guess, but just the idea that it is kind of tongue in cheek because, right, we see so many depictions of aliens with these giant black eyes, but I think in the movie, right, doesn't it turn out to be like just a mask or a helmet?
Right.
And then you see their real faces, and it's actually even more terrifying because they look more like us than that, you know, classic visage. But, you know, again, it has less to do with maybe the aliens themselves and more to do with just the feeling of, you know, it's bondage, right? It's suffocation, it's claustrophobia, and just the needle and the, like, whatever the saran wrap thing, everything about that sequence is just very haunting. So I think that's what propels the aliens from Fire in the Sky for me.
That's cool, man. That was around that time when they were trying to make D.B. Sweeney a thing.
Mm.
You know, you talking about it made me just want to barf. Like that I watched that as a kid. And I'm telling you, when he pulls that thing off his face and he's floating around and they're pulling him on the table.
Yeah.
I forget most of the things I watch. That was burnt. That has like it has like a condo in my head. It's like
live there rent free.
Yeah.
No, but I think it has to do, and I hate the expression slow burn. I think it's overused, but it is a movie that doesn't have a whole lot going on, right? Doesn't not a lot of action going on in that movie until that sort of reveal at the end. So I think that's partly the payoff. I guess that's the word I'd use. Just sort of builds to that.
It's a good call, man.
I feel like Jake Gyllenhaal from Prisoners right now without my eye twitch. Oh gosh.
I cannot believe you guessed my pick. Like, was it really that obvious?
No, but so when you said aliens, I kind of thought, what's an alien that affected people our age?
Okay.
And then I it's like Sherlock. It's deduction. It's oh no, Norbert.
Yep.
Norbert just posted, oh gosh, of the scene from Fire.
Terrible. I just call it the Saran wrap. I don't know what it is. Nobody wants to know what it is.
That'll work. Yeah, that'll work.
I somehow just got goosebumps on one side of my body, not the other. That's what this movie does to me. Like, oh, a barf. No, I love our list. This is fun. So, if you're watching, I'll put these lists up on Movies, Films, and Flicks Facebook probably a week after this video's out, just so people are like, oh, that's what they picked. I don't have to watch the video. So a week after it, after you watch this, or you'll see it on Movies, Films, and Flicks Facebook, I'll put it up. Vote for whoever you want. I'm going to lose, of course, which is fine. I got the Critter from Critters 2 in my first pick. But no, this was fun. And thank you for joining me, y'all. This was a great time.
Yeah, this was wonderful. It's nice to meet you too, Norbert.
Saranghe, Clement, Saranghe.
I just want to say, before we got recording on this, these two bonded over Spider-Man voices from the 1990s, and it was impressive.
Christopher Daniel Barnes, baby. Yeah. Mary Jane!
Like, I felt like, yeah, that was good. I felt like Total Eclipse of the Heart should have been playing in here. No, this is good. So thank you for joining me. Anything you guys want to plug before we get out of here? Anything you've been watching? Any movies? I want to recommend a movie, a TV show, anything you got some recs for, real quick?
I finished Bly Manor. I thought it was good, but I would say if you haven't, just go ahead and watch Hill House, because I still think that's Mike Fellingham's masterpiece.
Yeah, I agree.
I recently just went through a 14th go-through of The Shield. Trust me, watch that. Season 1 to Season 7. The emotional ups and downs. No good people in that series. Well, a couple.
Walty Goggins.
But definitely. Yo, just another day, and just the example of everything that was wrong with rock and new metal going into.
Oh God, I can only imagine.
Yes, because that theme song is incredibly obnoxious. Just another day.
Oh man, and so for me, I'm a huge fan of vampire movies. Like we did 30 Days a Night, Norbert, and I love vampire movies. On Netflix, there's a movie called Vampires versus the Bronx. And
I've
been meaning to watch that.
Yeah, it's really good. And what I love about it is there's some movies that rip off movies. This doesn't do it. This pays a lot of loving, there's a lot of homage to other films. So
I was gonna say it feels like Attack the Block a little.
That's what I've been reading.
It's really not. I'm sorry to say, I feel like that's a lazy
No, you're probably right. I mean, I haven't seen it. So.
I think people just like, oh yeah, it's kids and they're battling.
Sure.
For me, this is like a Goonies,
okay.
type of film. And what I love is the people moving into the Bronx. It's Murnau, a Murnau group. You know, the director of Nosferatu. And there's really if you like vampire movies, they don't shove it in your face. It's fun. The kids are good. Method Man's in it. He's always good.
I'm getting on it then.
Yeah, and he's also in this movie called a TV show called Teenage Bounty Hunters. Method Man. He's hilarious in it. He's a bounty hunter in it, and he's making snacks and breakfasts and stuff. Like he's funny. I like having him around. But no, it's really good, and I think it's 90-something% on Rotten Tomatoes. It totally deserves it. I think it's been a little pushed aside. I don't know if many people are watching it, but it pays.
We get a bigger crowd.
Yeah, it pays. I'm telling I get really annoyed by horror films that borrow. This movie doesn't borrow. It just pays homage and really cool. So if you're a vampire nerd, I was sitting next to Megan watching. I'm like, that's the director of Nosferatu. I'm like, that's Lost Boys. They're watching Blade. It was fun. It was cool. And it's a well-made, really low budget, film. And I dig it. Also, one of the actresses in it was from Dracula Untold. which is another fun callback. Yeah, so she played Dracula's wife in it. No, it's just all around good. So I recommend watching that. So, but this was fun, guys. I'll get us out of here. So for